what do y'all say when people want to invest in crypto? Like,
Hmm.
what's the process like there?
Yeah, so Digital Wealth Partners, we launched in September. I've been with the firm since February, building everything kind of in the background. We're an SEC registered investment advisor, meaning we can take clients from international spaces or anywhere in the United States. We provide investment advisory services about your portfolio or about your crypto portfolio. Or traditional, doesn't really matter. At the moment, we have about 200 clients who've signed on with us and about 150 million in assets under management. All of it is crypto. So people
Oh
have come
wow.
to us and they said, yeah. And the reason they do that, the big use case right now is one, a lot of people would love some help understanding how they can engage financially. What are some options I have? Can I borrow against this asset? Can I put this asset to work? Can I engage in private placements? What are my options?
Mhm.
But the big thing that we provide is institutional and insured custody. And what that means is that we are able to take your assets, place them in a custodian that has an insurance policy on your vault, particularly for up to $100 million. And we hear all these people talk, not your keys, not your crypto. And I
Yep.
completely empathize with that notion. The challenge is when you have 4, 5, $6 million on 2 or 3 ledgers in your house, and they're in a safe that somebody could pick up and walk away with, or if you're in, God forbid, Los Angeles and your house burns down or something like that, all of a sudden being your own bank isn't so cool anymore. And if
Oh,
people try to break into your house, these people might know who you are. We had the ability to put all of these client assets into a custodian that protects all their assets and insures them. And there's a tri-party agreement involved, so they can't, we can't make any changes on their behalf. They're the ones that have to give us instructions. It's multi-sig. And they get the ability to talk to a few different advisors who specialize in this space. If you go to anybody, and I know this because a year ago yesterday, I walked to 25 wealth managers in my neighborhood in Raleigh, Durham, and I knocked on their door and I said, "What's your crypto strategy?" And our clients asking about this, and only one person wanted to talk to me. Everybody else is going to tell you to sell your Bitcoin. They're going to tell you to sell your ETH. They're going to tell you this
yep.
is, we can't handle this. If we're just not there yet. So we're the first digitally native registered investment advisor that helps put your assets in institutional custody. And then we also help people get liquidity against their assets. We help you borrow against them, or we help put you into strategies where you can earn yield on assets or earn returns on assets that may not have a native staking yield, for example. A lot of our clients have XRP as a big one that they hold. And there's no native staking. There's no way to earn additional XRP. You can't contribute to a network. You can't lend it out in a specific way. And we're putting a number of different pieces together that allow people to contribute their capital and deploy them to strategies where they can earn more XRP or earn cash for having their capital allocated.
Amazing. So where most of your clients, are they US or is it like a combination of international?
About 70% are domestic, and then about 25 to 30% are international, like Australia, Europe, Canada.
And that's good to hear because crypto is global,
Hmm.
right? And but we also, as a U.S. citizen, we want the U.S. to definitely dominate and be involved as much as possible because it comes back and help us. But damn,
Hmm.
that's great. Because of like Jamie Dimon and all these other people in the media, like basically sell your Bitcoin, scam is what do you say? It's a teddy bear,
Yeah.
however you say it, a rock or something like that. But we know the truth is that they're also helping people custodial. They're selling it to the high net worth
Hmm.
individual clients and whatnot. So I
Hmm.
think that's another media narrative trick. So it's good to hear that Digital Wealth Partners is upfront with it and focused on crypto. Very
Yeah.
positive.
There's so many people that kind of fell on their face and made a lot of money, and they just aren't
Mhm.
really sure how to do with it. How do they plan? How do they estate plan? How do they figure out how to set up trusts? How do they make an LLC? How do they do this? And how do they mitigate taxes? There's so many things that come up once you've made a lot of money
Mhm.
that a lot of people really don't have the expertise to do. So you already did the good work. You already took the risk. You hit a number of home
Yep.
runs. You were in that soul casino, and now what do you do, right? And so how do you get beneficiaries involved? How do you? There's a lot of things to think about, And in some cases, they only have really high risk assets. And I would love to put you in the S&P 500 index if I could just lower your risk profile a little bit.
Yeah, it makes sense. And a lot of the parents out there that want to, get custodial accounts, even myself, we're all thinking about for our children,
Yep.
buying them some Bitcoin, buying them some Ethereum, because we know like when 20 years from now, when these babies grow up, I'm pretty sure that Bitcoin will be around, be like 40 years old at this point, right? And so that's an asset that, people definitely are interested in.
And wouldn't you love it if you started putting Bitcoin away now for a son or daughter in 18, 20 years to have them be able to pull that out maybe tax-free, right? So there's some interesting ways that we're working. I mean, there's so many financial instruments out there that have not even come close to touching crypto. We're talking about insurance, annuities, ADRs. Like there's so many things that we're excited about trying to do at the company and really build a full suite of opportunities for people to participate who are maybe digitally native first.
Yeah, definitely. So, and we're in that generation of like, we're digital natives now at this point, and then it's only going to continue. So that's great. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
As we slowly start to close out, let's talk about your new book, Warren Buffett in the Web3 World. What was the What was the purpose of writing this book, and break down what's inside?
Awesome. So we took 1,300 pages of Warren Buffett's shareholder letters over the course of 60 years and condensed it into a snackable, easy to read investment guide for people in the Web3 space. Thinking, Warren Buffett called Bitcoin rat poison squared. People don't know that he has a major investment in Nubank, which is a South American bank that uses blockchain technology all the time and a digital currency. So even though he doesn't really like it, he's a little bit exposed. And we figured just because he doesn't like it doesn't mean you can't learn from his investment prowess and his wisdom. And so we applied his wisdom to your sort of investment theses in the Web3 space. It was such a fun project to write. We'll probably do an expanded version in a year or so where, we'll have the next few shareholder letters in there. Maybe he's bought some Bitcoin by that point. And then we're also going to tokenize it on the Cardano blockchain as well, which I'm excited about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Tokenize the book, you say?
Tokenize the book. Why not?